Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you 6 DIY boutique gorgeous bows on a budget using Dollar Tree and Michael's ribbon. So I created this bow recipe because I could not make a bow to save my life, truth be told. And so I figured out how to make a bow and I had to share this with you guys. I'm calling it the Olivia bow, so you guys have a reference point when you're following my tutorials, whether it be wreaths or garlands or Christmas tree decor or whatever decor you're doing. I can say, let's make the Olivia bow, and you guys will know exactly which bow I'm talking about. So this is episode 32 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I've shared over 100 Dollar Tree crafty Christmas decor DIYs, as well as wreaths and garlands and Christmas tree decorating, house tour, all kinds of stuff. If you guys need some Christmas inspiration, definitely click on the huge I Love Christmas playlist down below to get you guys totally inspired and ready for the holidays. But in today's video, it's time to grab your ribbon, some creativity, and let's get to crafty. For the first boutique gorgeous bow, we are going to start out with 2 rolls of wired Dollar Tree ribbon, a pair of scissors, a pair of wire cutters, and some Dollar Tree wire. We're going to take both of the Dollar Tree ribbon and we're going to just connect them together, and then I'm going to measure how long I want to make my loops by the length of my arm from my hand to my elbow. And you guys, this is about 12 inches, so give or take however large you want your bow to be. Now I'm going to go nice and slow here, so you're going to take that ribbon and you're going to loop it over on itself. And the ribbon is doubled up, but you could use a single ribbon if you wanted. And then I'm going to go ahead and loop it over on itself again. And I'm just going to continue to loop it over on itself. And I'm going to do that 6 times. So you guys can see this is super easy. You're just going to loop it over on itself and then loop it over on itself and then loop it over on itself. Probably the biggest challenge right here is to keep your ribbon from twirling up on itself. And then I'm going to take in the center and I'm just going to fold it in half to make a crease to find my center. So you just fold it in half to find your crease. You've got your center now. Now this is where you're going to take and you're going to cut a little notch on each side where you found that center. Now you're going to see here, you just want to cut a itty bitty tiny notch. Be very, very careful here. You don't want to cut too much of your ribbon or your bow will fall apart. And it's great to start practicing on bows with Dollar Tree ribbon, because if you do cut too much, you haven't lost a whole super ton of expensive ribbon. Again, this is wired ribbon and that helps your bow be nice and fluffy. So now I'm just going to take some of that Dollar Tree wire and I'm going to cut about 24 inches. I want to make it nice and long because then I can tie it on to a Christmas tree or whatever suits my fancy. So I'm just going to twist tie that wire in the center. So see, you can just see I'm just tying it together, and you're just going to kind of twist it several times to make sure it's nice and tight on there. And then this comes the fun part that I absolutely love. I'm going to start fluffing my bow. So I'm just going to begin to pull each loop out, and you can see that I'm kind of twisting the loop as I pull it out. Now you don't have to do that, but that is going to make your bow nice and fluffy. So you can just gently begin to twist out each loop, and you're just going to follow the lines of your ribbon. So it should go, if you use 2 colors, you should go burlap and then red and then burlap and then red and then burlap and red. And you're just going to continue to work with your bow as you go. So it's not going to be perfect when you pull all those loops out. You're going to have to kind of work with it and fluff it around. So you can see I'm just gently pulling out each loop. Now the reason you notch the center part of that ribbon is because that's going to give your wire something to hold on to when you're pulling your loops out. You don't have to notch the ribbon, but sometimes if you pull too hard, that ribbon will pull through. Now I'm going to dovetail my ends for that absolutely perfect boutique gorgeous finish
by cutting a little triangle in the end. So you can cut the triangle out, or you can just fold it over on itself and then cut upward. Now be careful if you're using sharp scissors, which you guys can see I have my child safety scissors here because I lost my good bow scissors. Heaven knows where they went in all this Christmas decorating. So here it is, all nice and fluffy and boutique gorgeous. Now I did leave a little bit of ribbon for my tail, so I'm going to go ahead and take that ribbon and just pull it out and then find the center. That's where I want to go ahead and just wire my big bow onto. So you can see I'm finding my center. You can even loop it over on itself if you want to, and then you're just going to go ahead and attach it right here with your wire, and it's easy peasy. So you just use that wire and attach it to the back of your bow. Also make sure you dovetail those ends so you have nice pretty ends, and then voila, you have an absolutely fabulous gorgeous boutique bow. So here we go again. Make sure you get those nice little finished edges. Here's a fun little finishing touch that I like to do. Just take your ribbon and kind of twist it, and it will make little fun curly cute loops, which I think just gives it that fun little finish. You could also leave it straight if you like that. Now I popped this beautiful bow onto a $3 thrift store wreath, and it looks fabulous and gorgeous. This bow looks absolutely over the moon fabulous. It only cost us $2 with that Dollar Tree ribbon. So I encourage you guys to go for it. I have a bunch more bows to share with you guys, especially that big, beautiful, fluffy bow with all of this beautiful ribbon. Now, I grabbed this ribbon on the Black Friday sale at Michael's, and I'm going to start out with the polka dot ribbon. Again, this is wired ribbon, and I'm just going to take and I'm making 12-inch loops. This is the exact same format that we did in the last bow. So you're just going to loop it over on itself. Now, for this one, I want to make sure that there are 3 loops on each side. You can see I'm counting it, so there should be 6 layers of ribbon total. This is what I call my Olivia bow. So for reference point, the Olivia bow is a triple layered bow, and this is the way that I make it. I start with the 12-inch cut, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make my first little bow. I find my center. I'm going to notch it in the center. Again, that's going to give your wire something to hold on to, and then I'm just going to take some wire and I'm going to add some wire, and that's going to begin my first little loop. Now I'm going to go with my second layer, and this is just some red ribbon, again from Michael's craft store. For this loop, I'm making it 14 inches long, and I'm going to make 6 loops here. So it's the same process that we went through with the polka dot ribbon. We're just making it 2 inches longer, and we're just going to continue to loop the ribbon over on itself. Now you choose whatever colors suit your fancy, whatever decor you're going for. I am going to use this for this big beautiful thrift store tree that I found, and I'm going to use it out in my crafting studio. I want to do a candy cane theme, so I'm super excited about this. Now I'm going to go ahead and make my last set of loops, and this is going to be 16 inches. So I'm taking that candy cane ribbon and I'm looping it over on itself, and I'm just going to continue to do that as I go along. And again, it's going to have 6 loops. So this ribbon is super simple. You're going to do 1 layer of 6 loops of your first ribbon at 12 inches, and then the second layer is going to be 6 loops at 14 inches, and then the third layer is going to be 6 loops at 16 inches. Now I want you guys to comment and let me know, please, do you have any questions about this? I'm so bow challenged, and I came up with this bow after watching so many tutorials, and this was the only one I could figure out how to make layers and loops that looked really, really pretty and over the top, but that wasn't hard for me. So I really hope that you guys try this bow and go for it. I also wanted to let you all know that Michael's has some amazing deals on their ribbon, so definitely use their coupons and watch out for their sales. For this Black Friday ribbon, I got it for about $2 a roll, and it had 75 foot of ribbon on it, so you guys know I go crazy over that. Also look for their after Christmas sales. So now I'm taking all of those ribbon and I'm just layering them on top of each other. The longest loop layer, the candy cane ribbon, is going to be at the bottom, and then the red is in the center, and then the little polka dot is going to be on the top. And so now I'm just making some tails. So I made really long tails for this because it is going to be on my Christmas tree. So it's about 3 feet of tails. But again, you guys do whatever you love and whatever length that you need for your tree. Don't forget to dovetail those ends and make them super nice and extra and fancy. And then I'm just going to find my center. And you guys don't even have to do this in details, but you guys know I love super fancy and over the top. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the tails to the back of the longest loop of ribbon. So again, this is just an Olivia bow. It's layered on there. Don't be afraid. It's just larger than we normally would make this as far as the length of the ribbon. Again, always please comment and I will do my best to answer all the questions. Now, you want to begin to pull your loops out. Give them a good fluffing. I usually like to pull my loops out from the bottom. So you get those largest ones first, and then as you move towards the top, you can have those larger ones, and then you just need to fluff your ribbon. And you guys know that this is my favorite part, is the ribbon fluffing. And don't be afraid to just continue to work with your ribbon and eyeball it. If you get frustrated, set it down and come back until you get it just how you want it. So here it is after I gave it a wonderful, big, beautiful fluffing. And I actually created 2 of these, and to make that big, gorgeous bow that you guys saw in my profile picture or my thumbnail here, I just attached 2 of these together. So these are just 2 Olivia bows that you're attaching together with the wire. So you had wire that was coming out from each bow, and you'll just take them and twist them together. It's super easy. I cannot wait to see you guys' bows. I know you're going to post them for me on Facebook and Instagram, so I'm so excited to see.
So here is how your big boutique gorgeous bow is going to look after a bit of fluffing. Now you can go ahead and just attach it to your Christmas tree like so. Use the wires that are on there. And what I like to do is attach a bow to one side and then just go ahead and attach your second bow to the other side, and it's going to just make it look so fabulous and so fantastic. And also I would encourage you guys that the secret to a bow is a really, really good fluffing. So just keep fluffing it and playing with it. And again, if you want to fill it out even more, you'll just go ahead and take the bow that you made for the other side. And this is the same bow, and this bow does need a bit of fluffing. So just take this and you can wire it onto the other side of your tree, and then you'll have the most fantastic tree topper.
So I love big bows, and I cannot lie, this Olivia bow is probably by far my favorite combination, with the polka dots and then the red and then the cute little candy cane stripes. So this is the Olivia bow I'm referencing. If I share with you guys how to make one, you'll totally know. So I also want to show you guys this little mat. I believe we got it at Walmart. It was super cheap, but it does help with measurements. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we are going to make another boutique gorgeous bow. This is going to be an Olivia bow with Dollar Tree ribbon. So I'm going to use 3 rolls of Dollar Tree ribbon. This bow will cost you about $3. And I'm starting out making it smaller. So the loops on this one are going to be 10 inches. So I'm starting out with a sparkling sequin ribbon, and I'm going to forewarn you that this ribbon has a ton of fallout. But if you guys love glam and glitter and you want it on the cheap, it's not too bad. You could add some hairspray to it once you're finished making it. But beware, it's going to get stuff everywhere, which for me, Christmas and a little bit of glitter, not too bad. So again, we're going to just find the center of our bow after we've made the little loops, and then make sure always do not cut those loops in too far or your bow will fall apart. So find your center and then cut yourself a piece of little Dollar Tree wire, and then you're going to just go ahead and wire that together. It helps if you kind of pinch that ribbon in so it goes ahead and kind of makes a little bow as you're starting right there. I hope that makes sense. So for the next loop, we're going to do 12-inch loops, and again, you're just going to loop that ribbon over on itself. I believe I was able to get 3 loops on each side, total of 6 for this. And then you're just going to go ahead and find your center. You're going to notch it in the center. Again, very, very careful, teeny tiny notches, like 1/2 inch, not even probably that much less than 1/2 inch, just enough to get your wire something to hang on to. So when you pull those loops out, your ribbon doesn't fall out. And then I'm just going to use this plaid Dollar Tree ribbon, and this is going to be a 14-inch in length. And again, you're going to find your center. Now, I was only able to go over in loops 4 times on this one because this is the larger part of the bow. So I wanted to leave enough to have some tails. So just a little note on that with this Olivia bow for that last one, because the Dollar Tree ribbon is only 9 foot, you're not going to have quite as much. So it's not going to put on quite as big of a show as our last one did. But I will tell you, I was rather pleased with this very sweet little bow. Now, right now, the Dollar Tree Christmas ribbon is very picked over. So this is kind of what I was just able to get. So whatever suits your fancy. Remember, also always use your coupons at your craft stores and watch their sales and ads. And you guys, let's get ready for after Christmas. Save a little bit of tidy bow cash back, because that is the time to buy your ribbon as well. Don't forget to dovetail your ends and just wire this whole bow together. And then we're going to make some tails with our leftover ribbon. I'm just going to dovetail my ends, again cutting that little triangle by folding the ribbon in half and then cutting in an upward direction. Again, always be careful when you're cutting upward. I'm using child safety scissors because I lost my bow scissors. So go ahead and pinch that in the center, and then the wire that you use to make your bow with, you're just going to tie your tails onto. And then voila, you have a very fabulous, gorgeous bow. And you don't have to add tails, mind you. This would be if you were making a wreath or a garland or a Christmas tree. But if you're attaching this maybe to just a present, you may not need all these lovely, luscious little tails. And you could always curl your tails just by twisting the ends of those ribbons, or you can leave them kind of loose and flowing, depending upon what kind of arrangement or garland or tree or whatever suits your fancy that you're going to put this in. But I think that this is one gorgeous Olivia bow. Again, I attached it to that sweet little thrift store wreath, and I think it's beautiful. I almost feel like with the little berries and whatnot, you may not have to add anything more. Of course, I would I would add a bunch more ribbon and ornaments, but I think this is soft and subtle and really boutique gorgeous on a budget. Now I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree gold ribbon. I'm going to share with you guys how to make an Olivia bow without notches. So here is just another little timestamp of a DIY ribbon. So when I reference this one, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. So you're going to take that ribbon and just continue to loop it over on itself. I looped it over on itself several loops, and then I'm just going to find the center, and instead of notching it, I'm going to take a piece of sparkling ribbon and I'm just going to tie it in the center. I actually shared with you guys how to do this bow with my bows in my outdoor Christmas decorate with me video. I used a lot of burlap bows and I needed to make a bow really fast. So I guess this would be kind of like an Olivia bow on the fly, you guys. And so then you can just take that little center ribbon that you use to tie the bow together and add your tails if you're wanting to add some tails. I love this method actually for ribbon that I want to reuse. So this is a really great way to be able to repurpose and reuse your ribbon if you don't want to cut in it. And then I just took some of this bling wrap from dazzle.com and I just added that. I'm going to leave a link below. They have these beautiful jewels and you can buy them in a pack and they're about $1.50 each. So definitely check that out if you guys want to make some super fabulous and dazzling gifts. They also have huge rolls of bling wrap, which I think is really wonderful as well. So here is that package and it is gorgeous. Oh, and I wanted to let you guys know that the website is totallydazzle.com. I get it wrong every time. So totallydazzle.com has all this fabulousness. Now, I'm going to share with you guys how to make a shoelace bow. You just tie this bow like you're tying your shoelaces. So you go up with the loop, go in and around the ribbon, and then just pull that other little loop through. I do reference what I call a shoelace bow a lot in my DIYs. This is a quick little finishing bow. I think this is lovely and soft and sweet. You can tie it around a candle. You can do so many lovely things. Always I dovetail my ends to give it that lovely boutique gorgeous finish. And how sweet and simple is this with that Dollar Tree gold sparkling ribbon? I think it looks very elegant and fabulous, and you can even add some bling jewels to the center. And these bows are great to add into your big Olivia bow to finish them off in the center. I do that a lot as well. So for the next DIY, we are going to take some more Michael's ribbon and we are going to make a beautiful bow. And this bow reminds me of my girl Crafts by Caitlin. She has a wonderful DIY crafty channel and she always does a cute little bow kind of like this. So you're just making one loop in the center and then you're tying it off with some of that Dollar Tree wire. And I did double up on this ribbon, but you wouldn't have to do this. I love this bow. I think it's elegant and sweet. I love these farmhouse colors. I did a whole huge beautiful farmhouse tree in my living room with this buffalo check plaid ribbon, which is super on trend this season and so festive. My family had just requested a really fun traditional Christmas, so I went with this. Now I'm just cutting another tail for the other side, and I'm just going to wire it on the back. There might be an easier way to do this. I probably need to go watch some more bow videos, but you guys, I kind of just always come up with what I feel like makes it work. You could also hot glue that little extra tail on there if you wanted. These are great to add to presents or the top of a picture. You can make the tail a little bit shorter to go over maybe one of those little Dollar Tree cute little pictures that they have. They have so many fun little signs. That's what I was meaning to say. And then I'm going to finish it off by just tying a little bit of the burlap ribbon into the center of this bow. Now this is an extra step, but I did want to conceal the bit of wire that I used to tie the bow with. And so I'm just going to hot glue this pretty little piece of burlap to the center. And voila, we have a very elegant and fabulous rustic chic glam bow. Of course, don't forget to give it a good fluffing and dovetail those beautiful ends. And there we have it. Oh my goodness, I think this bow is so adorable, and I will definitely be doing some on a bunch of the packages. My teenagers really like to get clothes for Christmas, and so I'll be using a lot of shirt boxes for some different clothing items that we picked up during some of those Black Friday sales. So here this one is. This is actually under my Christmas tree, and you can see I added the other Dollar Tree bow off to the left and then this other Dollar Tree bow to the right, and they even had that cute little bag at Dollar Tree. My goodness, they're killing it. And then there's just a peek at my Christmas tree. You guys are going to have to go back and watch my Christmas home tour. Had so much fun with that one, sharing that with you guys. And again, here is that big, beautiful Olivia bow with all the candy cane goodies. To share a quick recap of some of the videos in my huge I Love Christmas series, we put up my Christmas tree in episode 1. In episode 2, I shared with you guys an amazing Dollar Tree haul, as well as transform some Dollar Tree Halloween and fall items into Christmas items, another haul, and then I shared with you guys how to transform everyday objects into beautiful ornaments. I did a lovely little candy cane DIY series, as well as took 6 different different candy cane theme wreaths and shared with you guys also this cute little elf transformation, a wonderful Dollar Tree centerpiece, and then I've also shared with you guys several different glam and pink Christmas ideas. Here was the rustic kind of farmhouse I shared with you guys. Here was the Dollar Tree garland that I shared with you guys, as well as how to decorate this beautiful Christmas tree using Dollar Tree ornaments. I combined everything for you, as well as some other wonderful DIYs I've shared along the way.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor party. It is such a blessing and an honor to have you all here. If you guys are new, I would love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is totally free. Click the subscribe button. There's a little bell next to it. If you click that, it will update you guys every time I post a new video. Also join me on my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. You guys can share pictures of your DIY projects and your beautiful homes. I'm having so much fun seeing what you guys are up to over there. And if you guys are totally jamming out on Instagram, tag me in your Instagram at Olivia's Romantic Home so I can see what you guys have been up to over there. I also share behind the scenes and a good morning coffee every morning on my Instagram story. So I would love to have you guys join me. I love you guys so much. I want to encourage you all to keep up the good work. Crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul. I know it makes me feel so just amazing after I get done doing a little crafty decor project. Even if it's not perfect, keep going. So I just want to hug you guys' hearts. I love you to the moon and back. Again, this is episode 32 in my huge I Love Christmas series. Check out the huge I Love Christmas series playlist. I'm gonna link it down below. I love you to the moon and back. I cannot wait for our next video. Until next time, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.